that people that are against that particular teaching of Islam, I
don't think so. It's Islam.
Going out, yeah, from right. Can you remember me telling you I renovated Aston Mosque?
Yeah, I remember that. Now that you mentioned it, I remember that, yeah.
I've never felt so much love from that community ever. Like, yeah, okay, we work.
Aston Mosque is near Birmingham, isn't it? It's next to Birmingham.
Yeah, they've planned it now, though. They're building a super mosque or something.
Aston Villa.
Yeah, Aston, yeah.
It's nearby Aston Villa, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the Black Country, yeah.
But mate, I'd never felt so much love. Turn up every day, fucking breakfast, dinner. On the Friday, there was extra, like fucking just genuine sort of
electricity and things to help them, and it's all because of the Europeans.
But does that make people more humane, though?
Well, what you're trying to say? They were all humane, were they?
Yeah.
Oh, so they weren't fighting tribe amongst tribe out in these countries?
No, I'm saying that they weren't fighting people. They didn't
shrink heads in these countries.
What are you on about?
Yeah, see, you don't know what you're talking about.
You're talking about the head shrinkers.
The head shrinkers. Yeah, that's really humane, isn't it?
What about drowning witches in rivers?
Well, you know about that. Yeah, it's part of our history, and...
Well, I can't, and Wendy, 1 second. Wendy, you're talking like invading a country is doing a favour on that country.
We did the world a favour. Yeah, we did.
You invaded a country, you've taken away its history, you've destroyed it forever. Stop acting like you've done it.
Wait, hang on, which country is that then?
Look what you done to India and Pakistan.
Well, it's funny because, you know, the major people of India, they were all in London today, weren't they?
Yeah.
They don't agree with you. They don't agree with the likes of you.
What's the population of India and how much?
You know, they were all celebrating BE Day today, all of the Indians and everybody. So, you know, I don't see a problem.
But we weren't. We weren't celebrating that.
Well, you lot won't. No.
Wendy, on a side note, can I ask you?
That's not a comparison. You've destroyed countries forever.
Yeah. Of course we did.
Can I ask Wendy?
That's a fact.
There's naive people within every place. Do you lot? Can I ask you lot? Do you know this is a Drennan road?
The first Governor General of the British ruled India banned sati, the ancient.
Your point. They'll always talk over you and interrupt you.
Shut up, Tom. Shut up.
So who's done that, Tom?
Wendy. You're high tonight.
No, I'm not.
Chrissy, you just asked Wendy a question, and in the middle of her answering, we talked over it because you didn't like what she was saying.
Why are you policing how Chrissy speaks? Let him get on with it.
Look, Tom, all I'm doing is giving back what I'm getting. She's talking over me, I'm talking over her, you're talking over everyone, everyone's talking over everyone. It's that simple. You've already put your flag up for the racists.
For you?
No, because he said that I'm a bit of a cunt. So
you are a racist.
For me.
You proved it the other night. You're a
racist, Wendy. And that's why you get on with other racists.
You're a racist, Morris. You proved it the other night.
Wendy, I'm not the fucking idiot racist.
You're the one. I said, hang on a minute. I said, wait a minute. I goes, about Belly, and you said, well, if Belly's black and he's a cunt, that makes him a black cunt.
It would, actually, yes.
But why did you name
That's right. If Khan was a cunt and someone said that he was a Turk and they put him together, that would also make
me
racist for confirming that you're a Turk. So it wouldn't make me a racist for confirming that you're a Turk, as you always will be.
It'll be
I can't hear everyone. Who's got something going on in the background?
This makes it worse.
It's not conducive. And
Elizabeth and Philip were cousins.
Yeah. Obviously, when people say, "Oh, cousin marriage," you have to say, "Well, the king is a product of cousin marriage." Like,
Elizabeth. Hang on. If you're going to go down that, I don't mind going down that path. So Philip was the Queen's cousin 3 times removed.
Twice.
Not a first cousin. Not a first cousin. 3 times. I'm arguing with you.
Second cousin.
3 times
Who would marry any cousin? Who would marry any cousin?
Wait, I'm not talking to you. Ghost, it was 3 times removed. Yeah.
Second. It was second cousin.
So some marriages and some things that are culturally normal, like, need to be stopped with the time. Like, come on, man. Like, it's
these days, yeah, it shouldn't be allowed. No.
Yes, some of the things that need to be stopped and they need to be banned, and those that advocate for it.
Who can even look at their cousin that way? I mean,
they're not doing any people anymore.
Queen Elizabeth can look at her cousin that way. So she married him.
So that was a side note. I just wanted to give an example of something that needs to be stopped, and it might be for the best. Yeah, so get back onto the side stuff. Yeah, with the side stuff, it looks like I was on Wendy when you originally met.
This British guy, he banned it.
He had to ban it. What was he going to do?
The point Wendy's trying to make is the British brought civility and...
No, I'm not. Not at all. No. What I'm trying to say is that I knew it was a British guy that banned that horrible thing. Yeah.
He brought
that horrible thing that didn't really happen a lot.
Stop doing that, man. It was the British guy, the racist, nasty, evil guy that brought him.
No, he was right. He was right to put a stop to it. He was right to ban it.
Yeah, you misunderstand.
That's what we're saying, Tom. That's what we're saying.
I'm saying that, Wendy, I'm coming from the approachers. They're saying...
We'll take the Tom.
My favorite statue in London. I was out for a walk one morning. It was in Trafalgar Square. Over in the corner is Charles Napier. So I looked into Charles Napier, and sure enough, he'd been a battlefield commander for the Duke of Wellington, helped to deliver the victory at Waterloo against the French, and then he shipped off to India, and he's going to be the governor of one of the 4 trading colonies, or they call them presidencies, and it was in Calcutta. And as he's getting there, he arrives, and the locals are building this funeral pyre in the center of the city. He goes, "What's this?" And they said, yes, you must respect our tradition. This Indian noble has died. Tomorrow we're going to burn his wife. She was alive. He said, "Come back tomorrow." So that night, he had his East India Company forces erect a gallows surrounding that funeral pyre. He said, "I will respect your culture and you will respect ours. In our culture, if you burn a woman, you're a murderer, and I'll hang every one of you if you touch her." Amazing. If you want to it's wife burning. Wife burning. Burning your wife alive. Yes, it's a old Hindu awful practice. My favorite statue was in Trafalgar Square. Over in the corner is Charles Napier. So I looked into Charles Napier. And sure enough, he'd been a battlefield commander for the Duke of Wellington, helped to deliver the victory at Waterloo against the French, and then he shipped off to India. He's going to be the governor of one of the 4 trading colonies.
You ever seen it now?
So it's a widow, not a wife. It's not wife burning, it's widow burning.
It's the same difference, isn't it? What difference?
No, it ain't. It's completely different.
What? Why is it completely different?
Because when you're a widow, you're a widow, and when you're a wife, you're a wife.
Chrissy,
you're being a bit autistic, Chrissy, about it, man.
Yeah,
I'm not being autistic. I'm being factual.
He's what you would call a mong. Yeah.
Oh, and that's a bit of disability discrimination, isn't it, Wendy?
You were a mong.
Oh, thank you. Wendy, do you call Jupiter?
I can't believe that you said
call Jupiter
when you're a wife, you're a wife, and when you're a widow, you're a widow.
That's the difference. She wasn't anyone's wife, was she? She was a widow.
She was the wife of the man that was burning.
She was the widow of the man that died.
A message for us to let Jen speak, because Jen feels she needs to have her say on this.
Well, if she's a Hindu, I'm sure she does.
Khan, why are you being such a, what's wrong with you, Khan? Why are you so...
practice.
it is so it is a disgusting practice, right? But the thing about it is that it's largely misconstrued, right? Maybe there were some cases where women were persuaded to do it, but at the end of the day, there's zero proof that anybody was actually forced to do it. It was completely voluntary in the way that it's
me. Wendy, are you hearing this? Women voluntarily burn themselves alive.
Yeah, they did, because you know what? Some people commit suicide, right? So people commit suicide. More men in USA commit suicide than women did sati in the entirety.
Alive, it's not a suicide.
No, it's absolutely a suicide. If you jump on a fire with the intent to kill yourself, it's committing suicide. But the way that they make the numbers, like every woman's husband who died, like they had to do this, is
my question is a simple one. Jen, my question is a simple one. Why couldn't they have killed the woman and then burn her? Why do they have to burn her alive?
It's not a tradition. It's what she wanted to do. That's her choice. If she felt like life was either too dangerous without her husband, in lots of cases, it would have happened with women who had no family, women who had no support. You could read proof of it, or you could stay with your Abrahamic freaking ideology, who misconstrues everything. No, it does, because the narrative that's come out is largely put out by Christian missionaries.
Jen, hang on. The regulation said those convicted of aiding and abetting in the burning of a Hindu widow, whether the sacrifice be voluntary on her part or not, would be found guilty of culpable homicide. Yeah.
Right, and before that, the king of the Marathas in the early 1800s banned it, and before that, the third Sikh guru also banned it. So the Britishers were not, they're the only ones that get recognized because they're the ones who wrote it into actual law. But other groups of people also banned it, right?
It doesn't make sense, Jen. If they banned it, why would people still do it?
Because it was communal.
Hang on, Jen.
Before it banned, it wouldn't be practiced.
Can you understand that before the British ruled India as an entire nation, India was ruled by regional people, right?
Exactly, but once the English banned it, it was banned forever. So end of.
Yeah, that's not true, because there's cases up to the mid-1900s.
There was a case in 1987.
Exactly. There's cases after that where women still did that. An 81-year-old woman did that.
But if you get
suicide is banned as well, but people still do.
Exactly. So what's your point? I don't get your point though.
The original point is against Wendy's. The sati was a religious practice. So Jen, would you say religious or cultural?
No, it was. All right, so
then, because it sounds monstrous.
It might be.
Okay, so when you actually look at it, right, and Wendy, you have got experience in this. A lot of partners, when their partner dies, want to commit suicide to be with their partner. And you yourself know that, don't you?
We're having a serious conversation.
I know, this is part of the serious conversation. A lot of ex-partners
Stop it, man.
get suicidal when they stop with the disability stuff, guys. A lot of widows and widowers, feel suicidal after they've lost their partner. What Jenny's saying is it was a consensual thing. It was them wanting to do it, not them being fucking murdered, but the lady.
We don't care if they want to do it. It's still illegal.
I know it's fucking illegal. Arguing that.
So the thing,
know that.
I want to talk
All right, so
to Jen.
even
I want to
Let
talk
Jen
to Jen.
and Wendy have a conversation.
yeah, I'm
So
sorry.
Jen,
The reason
Jen.
why I can explain the reason why people will say it's a religious thing is because in one of the stories, Shiva, Mahadev's wife, Sati, that's why she named Sati. So Sati is actually, it's a title. It's not even a practice. It's if a wife burns herself, she becomes a Sati, right? So his wife did this in a story about Shiva, and her name is Sati. See, Shiva's wife, one of his wife is Sati. She burned herself because when he died, her parents disagreed.
Feelings of human nature, and that it shocked many Hindus as well. That one thing shocked a lot of people, and this British guy, he banned it.
He had to ban it. What was he going to do?
The point Wendy's trying to make is the British brought civility and...
No, I'm not. Not at all. No. What I'm trying to say is that I knew it was a British guy that banned that.
Why did you think I was a cunt, Tom?
Because you have... Look. Leave me till last. You and Wendy...
No, Tom, you've brought it up now. Yeah? If you didn't want me to ask, you've called me a cunt without no qualification.
I've got no problem.
Go on then, do it now.
I'll do it now. I find you very childish, antagonistic, as if you think you've got some God-given right to be the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
You're always a contrarian. It don't matter if I say white's white, you'll say white's black, and that's how you come across. I'm sorry, Chris, but that's how.
Okay, but me and you have never had a thought that, have we?
Hold on, I'm not finished. I understand why you take
being
that
fair so
approach.
far. It's being fair.
I understand why you take that approach, because you've been attacked by so many people that haven't given you the time to make your point of view and stuff. You've reached that point where you're like, oh, just fuck you. You know what I mean? That's your approach to most people on the internet now. But then you never stand back, listen, and approach people as individual. You're grouping everyone together. If anyone's got anything bad to say against you,
All right. This ain't fucking burner Chrissy at the stake there. You've had your say.
Right, Tom, how you thought that thing I don't know, because me and you have never really spoken, have we? That may be a good thing.
No, but...
So, Tom, anytime you think I've been a cunt, why haven't you explained it to me? Because you're wrong.
One opportunity. Two, I was a friend of the WASP.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I don't think your court case fucking helped his heart condition, if I'm honest. But I ain't gonna,
God.
I ain't gonna read
Okay. He got himself arrested, not me. He was speaking to a child. Sexually. You're not supposed to be talking, Wendy, Ghost. So, Tom, we all know that WASP was the worst racist out of a lot of these cunts.
Of course it was. Even I knew that.
Right?
Yeah, Chris.
So how am I wrong? I mean, I wasn't phoning up his children. I wasn't phoning up his children, was I?
Seven's bad enough. That was worse than 7.
And I am not phoning up his children, talking sexually to them, am I, Tom?
You set him up. Yeah.
Oh, I set him up by him getting my phone number, my daughter's phone number, off of Omar. I didn't give him my phone number, and I didn't give him my daughter's phone number. I've got a video of him confirming that he got them from Omar off of a Facebook group that Omar was in.
One of the last things I did for WASP was give him a video of you that he wanted for evidence. Unfortunately, he died.
Yeah, well, it didn't do him very good, did it, Wendy?
Yeah, no, it didn't.
Why are you supporting racists, Wendy? Why are you supporting racists, Wendy? Why are you supporting racists again, Wendy?
I like Russell.
Because he's a racist.
Yeah, but why would she support racists if she's racist? I don't get it.
Mate, he was a racist. He called me a Paki on Sir Fazil's channel.
Because
I never.
No, Russell.
I could say I didn't.
No, you didn't, Wendy. No, you didn't.
No, but you've used the N-bomb, haven't you, Wendy? And you've called a black man a baboon.
Yeah, and you called a black man a cunt. There you go.
No, I haven't. What black man did I say that?
Called him a black cunt. You did.
I didn't call him anything.
You said he's a black cunt.
No, I didn't. I said if he was a cunt, because he's black, he could be called that.
No,
Which is a fact.
Called a black man the N-word the night before.
Yeah, what did I do? He pulled him up on it and left his stream. Because I don't suffer racists like you, Wendy.
Whatever.
Racists like you, Wendy.
Take it out.
No, that's not